I stood there at the altar, heart pounding in anticipation, with all eyes on us as the ceremony was about to begin. My fiancé, looking dapper in his tailored suit, was just moments away from becoming my husband. The air was thick with excitement and the scent of fresh flowers, a perfect setting for what should have been the happiest day of my life. But just as the officiant asked if anyone had any objections, the heavy doors of the venue swung open with a loud crash. In walked a woman, her face flushed and eyes blazing with fury, followed by a small entourage. It was then that she dropped the bombshell that left the room in stunned silence. She was his wife, and she had proof. The room erupted into chaos, guests whispering and gasping, while my mind was a whirlwind of disbelief and betrayal. My fiancé, or should I say, husband, stood frozen, his face drained of color as the woman stormed up the aisle. She thrust a stack of papers into my hands, marriage certificates, photos, and love letters that painted a picture of a life I knew nothing about. He had been living a double life, splitting his time between us, crafting elaborate lies to keep the charade going. I felt a sickening lurch in my stomach as the reality of his betrayal settled over me like a heavy fog. Amidst the shouting and shocked guests, I turned to him, searching for any sign of remorse or explanation. But all I saw was a man crumbling under the weight of his own deceit, unable to meet my eyes. The woman, still seething, revealed that she had suspected him for months and had finally gathered enough evidence to confront him on what should have been his happiest day. The irony was not lost on me. The very vows he was about to exchange with me were already broken before they were spoken. In the aftermath, as the guests slowly dispersed and the chaos simmered down, I was left grappling with the shattering of my own illusions. I realized that my own desperation for love had blinded me to the red flags that were always there, waving like a warning I refused to see. The twist in this sordid tale was not just his betrayal, but my own internal conflict, how I had ignored the nagging doubts and dismissed the small inconsistencies, choosing instead to believe in the fantasy he spun. As the dust settled, I was left to pick up the pieces, knowing that the most profound betrayal was not just his, but my own willingness to ignore the truth.